work at the local gym we have in my small town. I worked part-time during the school year and full-time during the summer. This particular story takes place in July of 2019, and I was covering a closing shift for one of my work buddies, Sharon. She had her boyfriend's surprise party that night, so I gladly agreed to cover her shift. It was a Wednesday night, and just like I expected, it was slow. Our busiest times were weekends and mornings. The night shift was going normal. I think I saw a total of 4 people my whole shift. Then by 10 p.m. closing time, there was no one left in the building. Easy shift, easy money. I was feeling good. I was cleaning the place up, doing my normal lockup routine, when I got a text message. I stopped putting the weights back by the leg press machine and pulled out my phone to see who texted me. I looked at my phone and saw that I had received a text message from a number that I did not recognize. I almost thought about deleting it, thinking it was spam, but it had a local area code, so I figured it could be a friend or family member sending me a message from a new phone or something. I opened the message. It took me a few seconds to process what I was seeing. The text message I received was a photo of me standing by the leg presser machine. I snapped my neck up and looked around the empty gym. No one was here. It was empty. I called out hello, but only heard my soft echo in return. A nervous sweat formed at my brow. I wanted to think this was a prank, but the picture was clear as day. Me, standing by the leg pressure machine, putting the weights back. I studied the picture, and from the angle it was taken, it seemed to come from the squat rack machine on the opposite side of the gym. I made my way over there, looking all around. This was strange, because our gym was small, and it would be awfully hard to hide in our gym in plain sight. But there was no one here. I decided that the only other place someone could be were the bathrooms. I made my way over to them and did a check. I checked both the men and women's bathroom, but no one was there. I felt my phone vibrate in my pocket. I pulled it out and saw that I had a new message from that same number. Hesitantly, I opened it. It was another picture. It was me, standing right outside the girls' bathroom. I felt my heart rate skyrocket, and what was stranger, the photo seemed to be close, like taken only 5 feet in front of me close. I started darting up and down the rows of weights and machines. Someone had to be here doing this. After another 5 minutes of running around, trying to find anything or anyone, I gave up. But I was terrified of leaving the parking lot by myself, so I called my boyfriend to come pick me up. I told him about the weird photos when I finally got into his car safely. My boyfriend tried to call the number that sent the pictures, but it went straight to voicemail. My boyfriend suggested that tomorrow I have a manager pull up the security footage from the night and see if they can see anything. I did just that the next day, and guess what? We saw nothing. Just me alone, all night cleaning and locking the place up. To this day, I still cannot explain what happened that night, and no one around me can either. I still work at that gym, and nothing like this has happened again. I just hope that it stays that way. It was a Friday night, and I was working the night shift at my local gym. On Fridays, we close at 10 p.m. It was about 9:45, and that's when I go around the gym and let people know that we are closing in 15 minutes. I did that, and then double-checked the bathrooms to let anyone in there know as well. No one was in the men's bathroom, but there was someone in the girls'. I saw a pair of feet underneath the stall. I told the person using the bathroom that we close in 10 minutes, but no rush and take your time. They did not respond, but I turned away and went back to the front desk to finish up last-minute paperwork. When 10 p.m. struck, I said goodbye to the last gym member and locked the doors. I was getting ready to turn off the gym lights when I remembered that person in the ladies' bathroom. I saw everyone who was at the gym stations leave, but I never did see someone walk out of the girls' bathroom. Not wanting to lock up the place with someone still inside, I began walking over to the girls' bathroom to let the lady know that we are now closed and that they have to leave. But when I walked into the girls' bathroom, it was empty. There was no feet under the stalls. I pushed them all open, and no one was there. That was a bit creepy. There was definitely someone in here when I last checked, and since then, no one has come out of here. I went into the boys' bathroom to double check, but that was also empty. I was suddenly starting to feel an uneasy feeling. My skin was getting hot, and my heart rate increased. There was definitely someone in that girl's bathroom, but now where were they? I went back to the front desk to grab my phone and call my boss, but when I got to the desk, I could not find my phone. I left it right on the clipboard to the left of the desk computer, but now it was gone. I checked my pockets and under the desk, but no phone. I picked up the gym phone and dialed my number. It went straight to voicemail. At this point, I was about to have a mental breakdown. The lady in the bathroom seemed to have vanished, and now my phone is missing. I scanned the gym, looking to see if anyone was hiding or trying to play a prank, but the gym was completely empty. I did one last sweep to find my phone, but couldn't. I quickly locked up and got the hell out of there. Something weird was definitely going on. I got home 10 minutes later. I hopped onto my MacBook and started messaging all my friends about losing my phone. I was explaining how it went missing while I was at work when there was suddenly a loud knock at my front door. I live alone, no dog, and did not order any packages, so who would be knocking on my door so late? I went down my stairs slowly, trying to peek out the window and see who it was, but I could not see anyone. I opened my door a tiny bit, saw no one was there, and then opened it fully. I looked up and down my street, but it was also empty. I chalked it up to pranksters and was about to shut my front door when I saw something. Shimmering under my front porch light was a cell phone, but not just any cell phone. My cell phone. My cell phone that was missing from the gym. Here it is right now on my front porch. I held it up and gasped. It was my phone all right, but the screen was shattered. You could see the insides of it. I could not believe it. I simply could not believe it. I wish the story had a better conclusion, but I never figured out who it was in the bathroom when I closed, and who did this to my phone. But I do believe both are the same person, or do I dare say, entity. I work at our local town gym. It's not the most exciting job, but it does pay my bills, so I try to limit the complaining. Anyway, I was working a closing shift one Thursday night. It was a normal shift, then we closed around 10 p.m. that night. I had already locked the place up and made sure everyone had left. I was wiping down some of the lobby tables we had for new members to sign up at when there was a knock on the front gym door. I looked up and saw a man in jean shorts and a black plain t-shirt. This struck me off guard right away, because first of all, it was about 30 degrees outside. No way should he be wearing that type of outfit, and second off, we were already closed. But I went up to the door, and I kept it locked, but I asked the man if I could help him. He shook his head yes, and said he wanted to sign up with the gym. And I looked at him, still in disbelief at his outfit in this weather, but unfortunately told him that we were closed for the night, but I would gladly help him if he wants to come back tomorrow morning at 7 when we open. The man shook his head violently and said no, he wants to sign up right now. And I was starting to lose my patience quickly with him, but kept my voice polite. I repeated again that the gym had already closed, but will be more than happy to help him first thing in the morning. The man did not like that answer. He started yanking hard at the door handle. The window glass shook in its frame. He slammed his fists, demanding for me to let him in right now. At this point, my customer service tone was gone, and I told him if he hits or tries to get in here one more time, I'm calling the police. The man spit on the window and told me to open up so that he can slit my throat. And I remained stone-faced, but an icy chill did run down my spine. I was quickly realizing that the only thing in between me and this psycho was the glass, and it seemed like he really wanted to get in here. And I quickly pulled out my phone and started to dial 911. But when I looked back up from my phone, the man was gone, nowhere to be seen. A huge flood of relief went over me, but I still ended up calling the police. I stayed in the back room and locked myself in there. 20 minutes later, the police arrived at the gym. They took my statement, and we even pulled the video footage. The police officers were great, and they really helped calm my anxiety down. They were even nice enough to walk me to my car on the other side of the parking lot. One of the officers was escorting me to my car, going over what would happen if they caught the guy. When I stopped dead in my tracks, the officer and I were standing in front of my car when the officer noticed it too, and his jaw dropped. All 4 tires of my beat-up 2013 Honda Civic were slashed, and I was suddenly terrified because this meant that the psycho had a knife on him and he was seriously trying to do some damage to me. But in that moment, the only thing I could think of was that I would rather have slashed tires than a slashed neck. We never did catch the man.